Peace, y'all. It's your boy Johnny Fastlane here with allhiphop.com. So, The Dream defends Beyonce against Diane Warren. Let's talk hip-hop. Alright, yo, this situation is crazy, right? Because The Dream defended Beyonce against Diane Warren, who was kind of trying to shade her a little bit, right? So y'all know the whole situation, man. On Friday, Beyonce dropped a Renaissance, and everybody got something to say about it, right? One of those people includes Diane Warren, right? Who today, she basically went on her Twitter, and she says, how can one song have 24 writers on it, right? And then she says, look, this is not meant to be shade. I'm just curious, right? So The Dream actually saw this and responded to her, right? The Dream says, oh, so you mean how does our black culture have so many writers? Well, it started because we couldn't afford certain things starting out. So we started sampling and it became an art form, a major part of the black culture, hip hop in America. You had that era not happen, who knows? Are you good? Is what he asked her, right? She says, I didn't mean this as an attack or as disrespect. I didn't know this. Thank you for making me aware about it. No need to be mean about it, she says, right? And The Dream replies back to her. He says, now you want to play the victim and say that it wasn't meant as an attack when you were literally just bragging about writing your own songs on your own and having 23 less writers? Come on, Diane. You're not about to white woman your way out of this, he says to her, right? And then he basically comes back and says, oh, and by the way, if you really want to have a write-off, you know I could write better than you, so you need to stop, right? And then she came back and she says, okay, it's probably the samples that add up to the amount of writers. My bad, basically. Right? Which is all facts. I mean, look, The Dream put her in her place. Hip-hop, we've been sampling things forever, and even if you say a line from an old song or use a sample from an old song, if that old song had 5 writers on it, then guess what? Now those 5 writers are accredited to your song too, even if you just used a small sample. Right? So The Dream is right. And then, of course, who is Diane Warren to talk about what's going on in our culture? But she was coming from a writer's standpoint and just bragging about how she's a way better artist than Beyonce. But you know how it is, man. Beyonce comes out and everybody got something to say, right? But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.